started their NBA Cup campaign with a victory, looking to get to 2-0 tonight.
Well, they have a tremendous opportunity tonight. A 2-0 start means they are on their way to the knockout rounds. Having this game at home is big.
And then looking at where the Warriors stand, after losing the first game of this group play, you get the sense this team knows what they're up against.
Oh, no question. The message in the locker room should be relatively simple. Leave everything you have out there on the floor.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Backcourt pair will be Curry and Podziemski. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. And he makes the first. You know, Tim, they say you can't measure heart, but Jimmy Butler, he plays with a lot of heart. He is non-stop.
Well, you could talk about his skill level and IQ, but Kevin, what you love about Butler is his competitive will, and he saves his best for the postseason.
And so Butler nails both of them.
You know, there's always a lot of talk around Jimmy Butler, but the fact is this: when the game is on the line, Butler can raise his effort level. It's almost unmatched in this league.
Here's Castle. Back to Wembanyama. Over Green. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Back to Fox. There's the 3. Warriors with the rebound. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that one.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now, here's Fox. He's coming off a 13-point game against Golden State. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Butler. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio.
Yeah, at this point, we're shocked if Steph even misses one of those.
Fox passes to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Now Castle. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
Free throw good, Wembanyama.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Butler. Nice defense by Vassell.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Warriors leading by 3. Pass to Butler. Now Podziemski. Castle covering. Kuminga kicks to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Butler. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fades, and it's in there. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Back to Curry. There's the triple. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Fox with the steal. Down low. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Green, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And a look at the toughness of Draymond. He took the hit, and he got it to go.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Draymond Green, 1 shot.
Free throw good, Green. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. I'm told nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
Yep, a wonderful organization. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on last 2 minutes on the drop 10.
Just about halfway through group play. Here are the NBA Cup standings.
This competition has been really fun to watch. Some great games thus far. It feels like every year the NBA Cup just gets better.
Vassell against Butler. Green with a screen on Fox. Curry with the bucket.
I mean, the range is just unreal. Curry can make even the toughest shots look easy.
Now, here's Fox. Nothing on the board. To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Warriors leading. Curry with it. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Kuminga the pass to Butler. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 6.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Pass to Wembanyama. And here is Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Over Butler. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And this coaching staff would love to see more of that. Vassell taking it to the rim.
Here's Podziemski. Butler in the corner. Outside, Kuminga. Lets it go with the three. The rebound by the Spurs. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
And you know, when I watched that game back, I thought they actually did play well. The other team just played better.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Vassell. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
Now, here's Butler. 6 points for him. Curry can't get it to go. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Vassell was screen on Kuminga. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Green. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The defense was there offering resistance, but Green, as usual, was up to the challenge.
Vassell outside. Castle sets the screen for Vassell. A miss that time, would have put him up.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Floats it up for Kuminga. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you can throw that lob wherever you want to. Kuminga's going to rise to the occasion and get his hands on it.
Wembanyama, a screen on Curry. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Warriors making a switch here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We take a look at the Spurs. Here in the early part of the season, they've acquired the 3rd best record in the conference. And of course, there's the Warriors. They're 5 spots away.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, they're right where we thought they would be, and that's okay. Improvement rarely happens overnight.
And here is Johnson following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Here's Castle. Scoreless thus far. To the left wing. Now, Sohan. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Castle.
I love that basket from Castle. Heady play from the rookie.
Podziemski with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
The oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Stephon Castle. Johnson surveying the floor. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Moody. And that one is off. Johnson with some nice D. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Hield. Now, Sohan hasn't made one yet. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Cornette, and the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Kevin?
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's McLaughlin, following the score by Golden State. On the wing, Johnson to the inside. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Golden State's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Horford with a screen on Fox. Hield finds Jackson Davis. Some nice passing by Golden State. Butler from outside. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. San Antonio trailing here. Johnson down low, defended by Butler. Fox against Hield. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Butler. Shoots over Johnson. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Back right after this. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it is tough to lose when you get that many more chances to score.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They're going with Hield and Butler on the wings. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Horford, and it's Spencer in at the 5.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his waterbug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Cornette. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Golden State.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And the free throw, no good. And this NBA Cup, Greg, it's patterned after the WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all enjoyed, and that started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the Cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the NBA started their version in 2023.
Here's Johnson, and Butler sends it back.
Well, he is known as a lockdown defender, but Butler can also make plays on the ball.
Pass to Sohan. Outside, Fox. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Butler. Here's Spencer. Healed outside. Pass to Butler. A 3. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
Nice job using Butler off the ball, getting him a shot in rhythm.
Fox looking it over. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Got it. Good job in the low post. Fox has got 8.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Butler against Johnson. Oh, tough play by Butler.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Fox from outside makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Pass to Horford. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Spurs.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
3-pointer, Fox. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Here's Spencer. It's a 6-point game. To the middle. Wants to get it to Butler and does. That shot, no good. The Spurs have gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And here is Fox. 14 points for him. Inside. And Cornette gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
And Fox can just explode out of the pick and roll to get to his spot.
Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy Butler showing you that he's still got plenty of bounce in those legs.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's San Antonio. They're on a 16-7 run. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams making some changes here. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. Stephon Castle, number 1.
He's just ahead of his years as far as vision and recognition on the offensive end. A talented playmaker. He is only going to get better.
A pass to Fox. Barnes, left side, shoots over Kuminga. And that one's good, Barnes. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Here's Pajemski. Golden State moving the ball around. The kick outside to Butler. Off target from outside. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. They host the Kings after this game, and that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Pass to Pajemski. Outside Curry. 5 on the clock. To the middle. And stolen by Vassell. In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 8. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Curry. Oh, Curry, so accurate from three-point range.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Castle. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. A second chance effort. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Curry finds Pajemski. Beyond the arc. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Pass to Castle. Now Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Now Castle. They get it back. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Johnson's checked in for Fox. And the Warriors also making a change. Al Horford's checked in for Butler. Here's Curry. 12 points for him. Nice move. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
I've always admired the impact that Steph Curry, Tim, has made on this game, and not only at this level, but at every level. With that in mind, do shooters train differently in part because of him?
Yeah, I believe they do, Kevin, but you've got to beware. This is a guy that's often imitated, rarely replicated. He is so special, but I think guys need to add escape dribbles, the sidestep dribble, and certainly deep shooting off the dribble. That's where Steph Curry has impacted the modern shooter.
That's good advice. And the Spurs with possession after the Warriors pick up 3. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. Takes the 3. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside Curry. Outside Kuminga. Curry looking around. Back to Pajemski. Off target from three-point range. San Antonio leading by 5. Pass to Castle. To the wing on the left. Horford against Wembanyama. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Now Pajemski. Kuminga gets to Green. To the paint. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Leading by 5. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. The Warriors pull it in. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, they didn't play down to the level of their opponent. That's not an easy thing to pull off, but they certainly were focused in this one.
And we see Brandon Pajemski. He's been a valuable player, Tim, since his first day in the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, he's just the type of guy every team could use. He's a winner, high IQ, a hustle player who connects the game, and he can hit shots from deep.
First one falls for him. Well, the league has made sure the NBA Cup has dedicated nights on the calendar for this tournament in order to accentuate these group stage games.
And I like that format because it makes it clear to the players and fans that these games mean something more than a normal regular season game.
He's off on the second.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Outside, Green. Pass to Pajemski. Now here's Kuminga. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Here's Green. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Now here's Barnes. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
And he also forced a number of turnovers, ending the night with 3 steals.
And here is Curry. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Pass to Kuminga. Horford kicks to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Green, and the Warriors miss again.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Pass to Barnes. Jacks up a 3. Kept alive. He would not be denied. Wembanyama.
and standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Outside Curry. Teardrop shot. That shot off. And so it's San Antonio in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. And guys, allow me to digress. Anybody care to explain what I saw in the catering area a few minutes ago?
No, Ernie. Shaq started it. I promise you, Ernie, it was not me. I never throw the first chicken.
Yeah, I can't believe you just snitched Kenny.
Well, I don't care who did it. You're both cleaning it up.
But Ernie, was Kenny.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Spurs.
The difference in this game is they're extending possessions.
Yeah, frustrating their opponent with second chance points. That can wear a team down physically and mentally.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
For most guys, that's a night's work. It shows you how dominant he's been to this point.
Warriors trail by 9. Fox and Castle are their guards. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. That's the San Antonio 5. Good on the triple.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
Now here's Barnes. Spurs passing it around. A pass to Fox. Vassell outside. No good on the 3. Warriors shooting 52% from the 4. Nice work so far from them. Now Green. Kuminga kicks to Green. And the Warriors, another 3.
Well, if Green is taking quick shots like that, it speaks to how confident he is.
Three-pointer, Fox. Pajemski grabs the board. Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Green. Outside for Curry. There's Kuminga. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. Barnes outside. Here's Wembanyama. To the inside. Butler with the steal. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. While we're in the quick break, let's show you the list of the hottest shooting rookies in the NBA this year. 5th on the list, Stephon Castle.
He's scoring and finishing at a very high level. I mean, playing within himself offensively and being very discerning with his shot selection.
Here's Pajemski. Castle covering. Butler against Vassell. And it's Butler missing.
Well, it's still a good start to the half. They have to miss sometime.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys, back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now here's Butler. Harrison Barnes missing his shot. Shoots over Fox. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. They can use a bucket, and it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry. San Antonio with the rebound. Vassell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the dunk by Barnes.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Some of the stats for Butler. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
So it's the Warriors now. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Kuminga finds Green. Butler in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane.
And Butler has shown you he is very comfortable in those situations. The shot clock winding down and the pressure building.
Butler against Vassell. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Yes! And the foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
And I'd say offensive rebounding has also been a big factor as well. And not just getting the boards, but more importantly, converting those into second chance points.
So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial till that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there reclining fully right next to you.
Now, Podziemski following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Curry with a wide-open look. And the Warriors, another 3.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Curry. 19 points in the game. Outside, Kuminga. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Fox. Curry with the bucket.
Now, Curry's ability to stay on balance through that contact is impressive.
Barnes outside. Back to Fox. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Fox has got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Butler against Vassell. Green with a screen on Castle. Podziemski, and another 3 for Golden State.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 6, and Fox gets it to go.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Butler. Back to Curry from downtown, and another 3 for Golden State.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
Going to Wembanyama any chance you get just makes a whole lot of sense. Victor is really on fire tonight.
Butler in the corner. Green in the post. Wembanyama on him. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
And he knocks down the first one. And from technical fouls, Tim, to flagrant fouls, it always seems like Draymond Green is walking that line and in the crosshairs.
Walking that line or stomping on that line, I don't know what, but it's where he seems to want to live. You love that competitive fire. You just have to make sure it doesn't cross the line where he hurts his team.
But don't you think he knows exactly what he's doing at all times?
He understands most officials don't want to give him that second technical, that's for sure.
He gets that one. Wembanyama's got 34.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Pass to Green. And here is Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. 27 points for him.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
Lets it go from 14. Warriors leading by 3. Green kicks to Curry. And stolen by Castle. Here's Champagnie. Johnson from outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Down in the corner. Johnson knows he just has to focus on his mechanics to get it done.
Now here's Hield. 6 points for him. Podziemski with it. And yes, it's good. Podziemski's got 14.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
There's a good screen. Shot, high post. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. Horford sets a screen for Curry. The three-pointer, no good. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Wembanyama, a screen on Horford. Inside. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
There is no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
Healed outside. Back to Pajemski. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Curry. Now here's Green. 5 to shoot. A 3-ball. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's Castle. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Let's now take a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. Victor Wembanyama is second.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
A different look now for San Antonio. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Stephon Castle. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Curry. Now here's Horford. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Pass to Jackson-Davis. Here's Pajemski. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
He is dialed in right now. Perfect from the field this quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. Johnson right side. Great D that time from Payton. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
We're playing fine. Everything's good. The turnovers have been well-intentioned. We're not giving up fast break stuff. We just got to pick up the intensity and the energy a little bit.
Well, taking the positive approach with this team right there.
Encouragement, confidence. I love the approach.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. They've got Jimmy Butler. Horford is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Santos in at the 3. And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Back to Hield for the 3. Rebound by Johnson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's deflected. Back to Butler. Horford the pass to Santos. Hield outside. It's good from long range.
A catch and shoot specialist. Hield has a quality jump shot and really makes quick decisions.
Johnson with a screen on Hield. Fox against Hield. Fox no good. Warriors leading by 3. Butler dishes to Horford. Over Johnson. No good with the fallback jumper. The Spurs shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Fox from outside. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. Jackson-Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for San Antonio. And the Warriors also making a change. Richards is checked in. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Jackson-Davis with it. Sohan's there. On the wing, Hield. Count it, and the foul. It's going to go on to Aaron Fox.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And very quietly, Hield is one of the best three-point shooters in our league, as dangerous as they come.
Olynyk, a screen on Hield. Three-pointer, Fox. Another miss by Fox.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the three.
First personal foul. Third team foul. The line for the Warriors. Richard. Two shots.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Curry's checked in for Hield. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Spurs trail by 7. Wembanyama outside. There's the pick. To stop the run. Wembanyama, tough shot.
Well, his production is not in question now if he could just get his teammates involved.
Curry passes to Horford. Now Butler. With the block.
Get that out of here. I don't even want to see that. Johnson showing his explosiveness at the defensive end. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It is nice to have a playmaker who can also get up and finish like that.
And I just love the cleverness of Curry. When he's this deep, he's adept at finding different ways to score over the deep.
Stephon Castle's checked in for the Spurs.
One shot.
One shot.
That's good from Stephen Curry.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
Back to Castle. Here's Sohan. A three-pointer off the mark.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Right side, Butler. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Sohan. He gets it in there.
And I like how agile Sohan is inside. He just looks for those subtle ways to beat you.
Outside Curry. Horford against Wembanyama. Outside for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. Fox, no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
At the top of the key, Hield. Back to Curry. Puts up a deep 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. A nice shot by Sohan.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Now here's Green. It's Curry outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game. Curry against Castle. Out to the wing. Wembanyama left side. Over Horford. Curry with the rebound. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It's a 5-point game. The 3. Rebound San Antonio. Now Fox. To the inside. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll take on Zion Williamson and the New Orleans Pelicans. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
A different look now for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Sohan. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Hield. That one misses.
He did exactly what needed to be done, though, pushing them to a 2-possession lead.
Pass to Castle. Down low, here's Wembanyama.
That's just textbook. Castle understands when to deliver the ball off that screen.
Curry dishes to Horford. Podziemski on the wing. Kuminga kicks the butt. To Kuminga. Curry against Fox. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Spurs have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Wembanyama passes to Fox. Here's Vassell. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wembanyama's got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Kuminga kicks to Curry. Latrey drills it from outside. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Warriors.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
Here's Fox. Sweet little floater. Fox has got 25 points in the game.
And there's an example of Fox. Doesn't have to get all the way to the cup to be effective.
Here's Podziemski. Castle covering. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox from outside. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 42 in the game.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Fox against Curry. Barnes outside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Get up and start moving with your best guy. Let's
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here is Butler. Now Curry. Here's Pajemski. Castle covering. Knocks down the three.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now, an exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now here's Curry. Wembanyama reels it in. Here's Fox.
And we talk about Fox's speed, but he also has length. He's a factor there in the paint.
First team foul. De'Aaron Fox. Shooting two.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Fox hits them both.
And good aggressive basketball in that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Now Curry. Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Fox puts it right back up and in.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. De'Aaron Fox. Shooting one.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Now here's Curry. Takes the three. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. Spurs trail by 3. Castle. Oh, the touch. Pretty reversal.
You remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
Now here's Curry. Outside Kuminga. Green with a screen on Castle. Now Green.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama, helping him knock away that one.
Now Fox. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
Always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Here's Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Fearless. Curry takes on the challenge and gets that big basket to fall.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
I am really curious to see what he's got in store here.
Outside, Fox. Here's the floater. Got it.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup, a 2-0 record in the group stage.
And in this format, you need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony.